So if we then delve a little deeper and think about what's in the box, how do you actually bring openBIM to life in a company? There are several component parts to it. There are communication standards at its heart, but it's far more than that. There's an ecosystem here that we need to make work. So there's a number of products and services you can think about as maybe smaller boxes within your box, if you will. You start with your information strategy and your requirements, and there is a product called the Information Delivery Specification. So you use this standard to define what information you want to communicate across your project, in what format. So that's great. You've now defined in a machine interpretable form what you need through the life of your project. The second piece is a thing called the buildingSMART Data Dictionary. So this is a portal you can go to access information within the data dictionary itself, but also into other data dictionaries as well. And what that allows you to do is take your requirements and then link them into national standards, local standards. So you can link back into, in Denmark, for example, some of your local building codes and requirements. Very simple. You click on a few links and that's all uploaded into your requirements. Nice and simple. You then start exporting your files. So you use a thing called IFC, Industry Foundation Classes, as your standard file format for actually exporting data in a common, open, readable format. But you sometimes then hit problems where the file hasn't exported properly or can't be read properly, and you need to know why. So we now have a free service called a data validation service. So you upload your IFC file to this service, and it automatically checks against a number of criteria. So it will tell you if your file is exporting correctly, and if not, where the problems are, which allows you to go back and correct them if there's a problem. But it actually gives you confidence to say, no, that file is now valid, it's being exported, it is a trusted file, which you know can be read by any other compatible software that's compatible with these open standards. So suddenly that gives you confidence in how that data is flowing. And then lastly, there's a thing called the BIM collaboration format, which is the human feedback loop. So this is a tool which allows designers then to go back into the file and communicate with each other to say, actually, I've got a problem with this door looked at from this angle in this part of the model. So it allows the humans to use the 3D model to communicate as well. So with those things, you can set your requirements, you can embellish them with a data dictionary, you can communicate them, you can prove that they're communicating properly, and you've got that feedback loop from a human perspective. Most of that is machine readable as well, so you can then start applying machine learning and decision support tools to these as well. So those are the real common components. There are more to it beside that, but that's the heart of the openBIM data flow.